Welcome back to the GH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about a shocking and emotional issue that has recently shaken the general hospital world. The drama begins with Ava Jerome discovering a damning video that captures Kristina Davis in the act of cutting the brake lines of a car. Ava was the intended target, but Kristina mistakenly sabotaged the wrong car, leading to a catastrophic accident involving Rick Lansing and Elizabeth Weber. The footage is clear, undeniable, and powerful enough to destroy Kristina's life if handed over to the police. Ava, always opportunistic and calculating, immediately sees the leverage the video gives her. She decides to blackmail Alexis Davis, Kristina's mother. Ava demands millions of dollars to keep the video secret. However, Alexis, who is both a mother and a lawyer, refuses to bow to Ava's threats. She stands firm, refusing to give in to blackmail. But Alexis also knows that doing nothing will leave Kristina vulnerable to Ava's whims. In a desperate attempt to protect Kristina without paying Ava, Alexis formulates a controversial plan. She intends to have Kristina committed temporarily to a mental health facility. If Kristina is under psychiatric care, Alexis reasons she could be shielded from criminal charges. It's a risky move, one that requires careful planning and complete secrecy. Unfortunately, the plan backfires spectacularly. Kristina finds out about her mother's intentions before Alexis can put it into motion. She is furious. Kristina feels betrayed and heartbroken that Alexis would make such a decision without telling her or involving her in any way. Feeling cornered and unwilling to drag her mother through more pain or scandals, Kristina makes a bold and tragic decision. She decides to go to the police and confess her crime. Kristina's confession sends shockwaves through Port Charles. She is arrested, setting off a chain reaction of grief and chaos. Ava's blackmail plan collapses. Without the threat hanging over Alexis's head, Ava's leverage evaporates. Meanwhile, Alexis is devastated. Despite her efforts to protect her daughter, Kristina now faces serious legal consequences. Amid this emotional turmoil, Alexis pulls herself together. She teams up with her younger daughter, Molly Lansing Davis. Together they vow to do everything in their power to help Kristina. They rally their resources, call in favors, and prepare for an uphill legal battle. They are determined to find a way to mitigate Kristina's punishment, arguing for her mental state, the accidental nature of the harm caused, and her willingness to come forward and accept responsibility. The consequences are far from over. Rick Lansing, a victim of the brake-cutting accident, is also a lawyer and not one to let things slide easily. His involvement complicates matters. Although Rick shares a complicated history with Alexis and the Davis family, he is unlikely to let the incident pass without seeking justice, particularly for Liz, who is also injured. Elizabeth Weber's condition remains a crucial factor. If her injuries are serious, Kristina could face even harsher charges. Hospital reports, medical testimony, and victim impact statements will all influence the case against Kristina. Every detail matters. Every move Alexis and Molly make must be calculated and precise. Meanwhile, Kristina sits in jail, overwhelmed by guilt and fear. She regrets her reckless decision, but feels a grim sense of peace about taking responsibility. She refuses to let her mother or anyone else pay the price for her mistakes. It's a heavy burden, but Kristina carries it with as much dignity as she can muster. Behind the scenes, Ava contemplates her next move. Losing the upper hand leaves her furious and frustrated. Ava knows she has made powerful enemies and must tread carefully. Her failed blackmail attempt could have legal consequences if exposed. She weighs whether to cut her losses or strike back, knowing full well that retaliation could ignite even more chaos. The community of Port Charles watches the situation unfold with a mix of horror, sympathy, and judgment. Everyone has an opinion. Some sympathize with Kristina, recognizing her actions as a tragic mistake fueled by emotional turmoil. Others see her as reckless and dangerous, someone who must be held accountable regardless of her intentions. Sam McCall, Kristina's older sister, also becomes involved. She supports Kristina, but struggles with her own conflicting emotions. As a private investigator, Sam offers valuable skills in gathering information that could help Kristina's case. She teams up with Alexis and Molly, forming a fierce trio determined to protect Kristina at all costs. Together they begin to build a defense strategy. They highlight Kristina's emotional distress, her immediate remorse, her voluntary confession, and the fact that Ava's own actions were morally dubious, if not outright criminal. They hope to convince the court to show leniency, perhaps arguing for probation, community service, or psychiatric treatment instead of prison time. Yet the legal system in Port Charles is unpredictable. Past grudges, political ambitions, and personal vendettas all have a way of influencing outcomes. The family braces for a tough battle ahead, knowing that no matter how hard they fight, there are no guarantees. As the case develops, Kristina's story becomes a rallying point for deeper conversations in the town about mental health, personal accountability, and forgiveness. Some characters are forced to confront their own past mistakes. Others must decide where they stand with the law, with the Davis family, or somewhere in between. Through it all, Alexis struggles with immense guilt. She questions every decision she made. Could she have prevented this? Should she have trusted Kristina more? Could a different approach have avoided this tragedy? These questions haunt her, but they also fuel her determination to fight for her daughter. The road ahead is uncertain. Ava remains a wild card, capable of further schemes. Rick's pursuit of justice promises to be relentless. Elizabeth's recovery will impact public sympathy and legal judgments, and Kristina's own resilience will be tested like never before. One thing is clear, Port Charles will never be the same after this. The ripple effects of Kristina's actions, Alexis's choices, and Ava's manipulations will touch many lives. Loyalties will be tested, secrets will be revealed, and the true strength of the Davis family will be pushed to its limits. Next, we will explore the intriguing romantic crossroads at which Sonny Corinthos finds himself after a dramatic fallout in Port Charles. In a recent turn of events, Sonny has cut ties with Natalyia Ramirez upon uncovering her past connection to the dangerous Jen Sidwell, leaving his heart and social calendar wide open. With a town full of captivating women, each with their own unique history and chemistry with the mob boss, the possibilities for a new romance are endless. We're diving deep into the potential matches for Sonny, weaving in fresh details and layered backstories to paint a vivid picture of what could be next for this iconic character. From rekindled flames to unexpected pairings, let's speculate on who might step into Sonny's life next, and we want to hear your thoughts on who should win his heart. Join us as we explore the romantic prospects with Alexis Davis, Carly Spencer, Nina Reeves, and Anna Devan, each bringing their own allure and complications to the table. The fallout with Natalyia? A door closes, but windows open. Sonny Corinthos, known for his ironclad stance on loyalty, recently delivered a harsh ultimatum to Natalyia Ramirez, severing their connection with a cold finality after learning of her previous marriage to Jen Sidwell, a notorious figure from his turbulent underworld. The confrontation unfolded late at night in the dimly lit backroom of Pozzuolo's, where Sonny's piercing gaze met Natalya's trembling defiance as he accused her of harboring dangerous secrets that could jeopardize his empire. With betrayal stinging fresh, he told her to disappear from his life, leaving no room for reconciliation under the weight of his unforgiving code. Now as the dust settles over this bitter parting, Sonny finds himself unaccompanied, a rare void in his personal life amidst the chaos of running Port Charles's most perilous operations. The streets buzz with whispers about who might next capture the attention of this powerful yet vulnerable man. With countless dynamic women in town each carrying histories, passions, and unresolved tensions, with Sonny the stage is set for a new chapter of romance. Could this be an opportunity for an old flame to reignite, or for a surprising new face to challenge his guarded heart? The options are as diverse as Port Charles itself, and the journey to companionship promises to be anything but predictable. Alexis Davis, a bond forged in shared struggles. One potential match for Sonny lies in a familiar face, Alexis Davis, the mother of his daughter Kristina Corinthos Davis, whose current turmoil adds a layer of complexity to their dynamic. Unbeknownst to Sonny, Kristina is spiraling, having recently attempted a shocking act against Ava Jerome, a woman Sonny loathes with a burning intensity. Ava, ever the manipulator, is now holding this dark secret over Alexis's head, blackmailing her into silence in hushed, tense meetings at the Metro Court Lounge, where Alexis's nervous glances betray her fear of exposure. If Alexis were to confide in Sonny about this ordeal, it could serve as a powerful catalyst to draw them closer, their mutual disdain for Ava acting as a uniting force. Picture them sharing late-night conversations over glasses of scotch in Sonny's penthouse, reminiscing about the fiery passion that once led them to conceive Kristina. Their history, though complicated by legal and personal clashes, holds a raw, undeniable attraction evident in the lingering looks during family gatherings. Could venting their frustrations about Ava reawaken dormant desires, leading to a night where old sparks fly once more under the weight of shared burdens? Their past intimacy proves the chemistry is there. Perhaps now, united by family crisis, they could find solace in each other's arms again. Carly Spencer, a trusted haven amidst recovery. Another strong contender for Sonny's affection is Carly Spencer, a woman who has stood by his side through countless storms, her loyalty a cornerstone of their enduring connection. With Carly currently on the mend from a harrowing bout of polonium poisoning, a terrifying ordeal that left her weakened and isolated in her recovery suite at General Hospital, she's in desperate need of emotional support. Many of her loved ones, including Jocelyn Jacks, openly disapprove of her past entanglement with Jack Brennan, the man believed to be tied to her poisoning, casting judgmental glances during hospital visits. Sonny, aware of Carly's vulnerability and the depth of their shared history, could step in as a pillar of strength, offering a shoulder to lean on during quiet evenings at her bedside, where the hum of medical equipment underscores their intimate conversations. Their countless reconciliations and heartbreaks, from fiery marriages to tearful goodbyes, prove there's a magnetic pull between them, often dubbed Carson by loyal fans. Imagine them reminiscing about simpler times, laughter mingling with tears as they discuss their children's futures, potentially paving the way for one more shot at love. Could this crisis be the moment they finally heal old wounds and rediscover the comfort only they can provide each other, or will external pressures keep them apart once more? Nina Reeves, a complicated past with present potential. Nina Reeves presents a more contentious yet intriguing possibility for Sonny, their history marked by a whirlwind romance born from his amnesia-induced Mike persona in Nixon Falls. Though their relationship ended in bitterness, with trust shattered by lies and betrayals aired out in public showdowns at the Quartermaine mansion, there's still an undercurrent of unresolved feelings tying them together. Their shared concern for their grandchildren, Wiley and Amelia, offers a neutral ground for reconnection, perhaps over casual coffee meetups at Charlie's Pub to discuss family updates. As they navigate the challenges of parenting and grandparenting, old memories of stolen moments under the stars could surface, times when Mike saw Nina as his savior, a beacon in a foggy world. Picture a tender moment where Nina's hand brushes Sonny's as they laugh over a grandchild's antics, a spark of nostalgia flickering in their eyes. While animosity lingers, evident in Nina's sharp retorts during business clashes, there's a sliver of hope that mutual goals for their family might soften their edges. Could lightning strike twice for this pair, reigniting a passion once thought extinguished, or will their turbulent past prove too heavy a barrier to overcome? Anna Devan, an unlikely dance with danger. Lastly, Anna Devan emerges as a wild card in Sonny's romantic landscape, her relationship with him a delicate balance of professional suspicion and personal intrigue. As a seasoned law enforcer, Anna often finds herself at odds with Sonny's criminal enterprises, their interactions charged with a push-and-pull dynamic witnessed during heated interrogations at the PCPD. Yet, there's an undeniable allure in her reputation for gravitating toward bad boys, a whispered rumor among Port Charles elites at charity galas where Anna's elegance masks her thrill-seeking side. Why not lean into the gossip and explore a forbidden fling with Sonny, blending danger with desire? Imagine clandestine meetings in shadowy corners of the docks, where whispered secrets and stolen glances hint at a growing attraction. Anna's sharp wit and Sonny's brooding intensity could create a volatile yet captivating pairing, challenging both to step outside their comfort zones. While most would frown upon such a union, evident in sidelong looks from colleagues like Jordan Ashford, there's a thrill in defying expectations, in proving that even adversaries can find common ground. Could this unlikely match bloom into something more, or will their opposing worlds ensure it remains a fleeting fantasy? Your turn. Who should Sonny choose? As Sonny Corinthos stands at this romantic crossroads, the future of his heart is up for grabs, with Alexis, Carly, Nina, and Anna, each offering distinct paths filled with passion, history, and potential pitfalls. Will it be a rekindled bond over shared family crises, a comforting reunion with a trusted ex, a nostalgic revival of past love, or a daring leap into uncharted territory? Port Charles is abuzz with speculation, and we're eager to see which direction the writers take this compelling storyline. But now, it's over to you. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know who you think should be the next woman on Sonny's arm. Will it be a familiar face or a shocking new pairing that wins out? Next, we will celebrate a heartwarming piece of family news from one of the show's most beloved stars, Maurice Benard, who has captivated us for decades as Sonny Corinthos. Known for his raw honesty about life's challenges, particularly his journey with mental health, Maurice has always kept his fans close to his heart by sharing personal milestones. Now he's bursting with joy over a special baby girl update that marks a new chapter for his family. In this extended piece, we'll delve into the touching details of this announcement, weave in fresh perspectives on Maurice's bond with his audience, and explore the magical moment that has everyone buzzing with excitement. From his openness on social media to the outpouring of love from fans, let's unpack this beautiful story of love, legacy, and fairy tale beginnings that reminds us why Maurice remains a cherished figure both on and off the screen. Maurice Benard, a star who shares his soul. Maurice Benard has long been a pillar of General Hospital, bringing depth and intensity to the role of Sonny Corinthos, but it's his willingness to bear his personal struggles that truly endears him to fans across the globe. Never shying away from tough topics, Maurice has openly discussed his battle with bipolar disorder, turning his experiences into a beacon of hope for others through candid interviews and social media posts. His platform, the State of Mind podcast, serves as a sanctuary where mental health takes center stage, featuring heartfelt conversations with a diverse array of guests, including current and past co-stars like Steve Burton and Vanessa Marceau. These episodes, often recorded in a cozy studio setting with Maurice's warm, empathetic tone guiding the dialogue, create a safe haven for raw, unfiltered stories. Beyond the podcast, he frequently shares glimpses of his life behind the scenes, posting playful videos of interactions with young GH cast members during breaks on set, their laughter echoing through the studio halls. His deep connection to family shines through in every clip of his three grandchildren Eloise, TT, and Milo, whether he's reading bedtime stories or chasing them through a sunny backyard. Fans also cherish seeing his children in these moments, fostering a sense of intimacy that makes Maurice feel like a relatable friend rather than a distant celebrity. This openness sets the stage for the latest joyous news he couldn't wait to share, a milestone that highlights the love at the core of his world. A fairy tale proposal, Cassidy Sip's magical moment. Maurice Benard is practically glowing with pride as he announces a monumental event in his family. His cherished daughter Cassidy has become engaged to her partner Anthony Camerata in a setting straight out of a dream. The proposal unfolded during a romantic vacation at Disney Sea Tokyo, a whimsical backdrop of sparkling lagoons and enchanted architecture that amplified the magic of the moment. Anthony chose the perfect time, getting down on one knee amidst the park's fairy tale ambiance as fireworks painted the night sky, surprising Cassidy on her birthday, April 17th, while they explored a replica of a Venetian canal complete with gondolas gliding by. Maurice couldn't contain his excitement when he shared the news with his followers, posting a stunning photo of the beaming couple, their hands intertwined with Cassidy's new ring catching the light. Alongside the image, he wrote a touching caption, "My baby girl Cassidy is getting married to a great man at Anthony_Camerata, a true fairy tale." The timing added an extra layer of sentiment, as Maurice also marked Cassidy's birthday with a loving tribute online, reflecting on her being halfway across the world during her special day. He paired this with a nostalgic throwback video, a grainy clip of a younger Maurice twirling a giggling Cassidy at a family picnic, her pigtails bouncing as he called her his forever baby girl. Even as she steps into this new chapter of life, Maurice's words carry a tender reminder that she'll always hold that sacred place in his heart. The enchanting circumstances of the proposal, combined with the birthday celebration, have turned this into a storybook memory that Maurice and his family will treasure forever. A grandfather sits joy and future hopes. Maurice Benard's role as a grandfather is one he embraces with unparalleled enthusiasm, often sharing snippets of his adventures with Eloise, TT, and Milo, from crafting messy art projects at the kitchen table to cheering at their tiny soccer games under a bright Saturday sun. His social media is a gallery of these precious moments, each post brimming with captions that reveal how much he relishes every second spent with them, often joking about being wrapped around their little fingers. Fans have watched him transform into a doting papa, a softer side that contrasts beautifully with Sonny's tough exterior on GH. With Cassidy's engagement, the online community lit up with comments predicting a future filled with more grandchildren for Maurice to spoil, their messages brimming with warmth as they envision him bouncing new little ones on his knee at future family gatherings. Maurice himself has hinted at his eagerness for this possibility, replying to fans with playful emojis and remarks like "can't wait for more tiny hugs." This new chapter of Cassidy's life signals not just a wedding to plan with visions of Maurice walking her down the aisle in a sunlit garden venue, but also the expansion of a family he holds so dear. The prospect of more grandchildren seems to delight him endlessly, promising new memories to capture and share with his devoted followers who've followed his journey through thick and thin. Fan reactions and a legacy of love. The outpouring of love from General Hospital fans and Maurice's broader online community was instantaneous once the engagement news broke, flooding his social media with congratulatory messages that reflected their deep admiration for him and his family. Comments range from heartfelt wishes for Cassidy and Anthony's happiness, what a magical proposal, they're a perfect pair, to expressions of joy for Maurice himself, with one fan writing, you've given us so much through Sunny, now seeing your real-life fairy tale is everything. Many noted how Cassidy's engagement feels like a celebration for all who've watched Maurice navigate life's highs and lows, their connection to him reinforced by years of emotional investment in both his on-screen drama and personal triumphs. Maurice has been married to his wife Paula since 1990, a union that has endured through countless challenges, from his mental health struggles to the demands of Hollywood life, often seen supporting each other at charity events or quiet family dinners. Their resilience as a couple, evident in throwback photos Maurice occasionally shares of their early years smiling on a beach or dancing at a friend's wedding serves as an inspiration, with fans pointing out that Cassidy's engagement is a testament to the strong foundation they've built. This milestone isn't just a personal joy for the Bernards, it's a shared victory with a fan base that feels like extended family, eagerly anticipating updates on wedding plans, perhaps dreaming of a Disney-inspired theme to echo the proposal's magic. Closing thoughts? A new chapter awaits. Maurice Benard's announcement of Cassidy's engagement to Anthony Camerata is a radiant highlight in a life already filled with impactful storytelling, both as Sonny Corinthos and as a real-life advocate for mental health awareness. From the enchanting proposal at Disney Sea Tokyo on Cassidy's birthday to the nostalgic tributes and throwback moments Maurice shared, this baby girl news encapsulates the deep familial love that defines him beyond the screen. His joy as a father and grandfather resonates with fans who've grown up watching him, their enthusiastic responses mirroring the pride he feels as he prepares for this next chapter potentially filled with wedding bells and more little ones to adore. As we celebrate this fairy tale moment with Maurice, Paula, and their family, we're reminded of the power of connection, whether through shared struggles or joyous milestones. Stay tuned for more updates on this beautiful journey and drop your congratulations or thoughts in the comments below. How do you think Maurice will steal the show at Cassidy's wedding? Until next time, keep following General Hospital and the personal stories of its stars that remind us of life's sweetest chapters.